Hello, and welcome to my introductory video for Bloons TD5. I have been playing this game for a long time. I started playing it when it was only on the internet, and then I bought the copy, and then when it came onto Steam, I got another copy. So, this is by far one of my favorite games of all time. Definitely introduced me to the tower defense genre of gameplay, and so I just wanted to get started showing you kind of the basics of how the game starts before I start doing daily videos of it where I use all sorts of things I've already earned in game. So this is the menu screen. Over here is where you get buildings, but I don't believe we have enough money yet. We only have $100 little dollars over there. Over here is your daily chest. It gives you, I think, just money. Let's check. Oh, no, it changes depending on the day. It has been a while since I logged in, apparently. It used to only give you money, and so now it'll give you money, or boosts for in-game, or towers, depending on which day you are logging in on. Alright, here is where you can see your towers. Obviously that's pretty self-explanatory. It tells you basically what you have unlocked so far. Right now all I have is the little dart monkey. Isn't he cute? This is your monkey lab, and it allows you to buy things, but you have to earn these little coins by playing in game. So right now obviously I have none because it's a new profile. Special agents are just extra little guys you can buy to help you. They're one-time use towers. And once you have used them a certain number of times, so once I've bought 50 of this banana farmer, it'll unlock a more advanced version of the banana farmer once I've bought and used it. This over here is the store. The store's pretty simple. Buy skins. I've never bought skins on here before. I have bought the double cash mode and the healthy bananas, which we'll get to once I actually get those unlocked. And this is settings. You can turn off music and turn off sounds, but I don't believe there's a way to change the volume, which is why I'm sounding a little fuzzy right now, because I had to tweak with my computer settings to get volume with my microphone correct. Ah, yes. That's a surprise. Daily quests, time quests that give you different things. Alright. And achievements. Ah. So that's the basics of the menu screen. You go to play, and you can do just single player over here in New Game, or co-op, which I will do some co-op with either my husband or Deception at some point. Once you have a game, if you click out in the middle of it, you can resume it later, but it'll only save one, so don't rely on that to keep every game you've ever played. Obviously these are ranked up once you get to them. Odyssey is a progression of levels that you have to complete to get one bigger reward. Random missions are random missions. Just random generated. Daily challenges is where we will go once I get it unlocked on this profile. And special missions are more complicated maps with a variety of special requirements for you to play. Also, you could just click down here to quick play. But, do game! Yay! Oh, totem. we'll deal with totems later. Right now we're just going to start with the basic monkey lane, because it is a good map to do with just dart monkeys, which is all we have right now. Alright, so obviously we're going to start with easy, because we have nothing to help us with. Yep. Obviously, I presume you can read the tutorial once you get the game. You can play this game for free on the internet, on, I believe it's ninjakiwi.com. I have not played on there for a while, because I bought it many years ago. This is your tack shooter. So unlike the dart monkey, which goes straight in a straight line, this one goes usually in a quarter, and it will hit everything along this path. Here, I'll show you. So it shoots out little darts. Woohoo! Make the dart monkey shoot further. Go! Now, if I want to speed up how quickly these new things are earned, I can place more than one. And that'll make it go faster, which we definitely want to do so that we're not stuck with these little guys for the entire time we play. What I really liked when I first got this game is that it sounds like you're popping bubble wrap, and so that is extremely cathartic for me, and I don't have to store bubble wrap, so win-win. So sniper monkey, it's a sniper, you know, it can be placed off to the side of your map in these quarters where range would be an issue for a normal monkey. Woohoo! A boomerang. We're not gonna start with the boomerang. We're gonna just do these 3 towers for this game. The dart monkey, tack, and sniper. So, I'm gonna change this dart monkey to go to last setting down here in the bottom. That allows it to go straight this way, and shoot at the last thing in its range on the track, which is extremely useful when you have a monkey like here, because otherwise if it were shooting first it would aim over here and it would only pop one at a time, versus if you go like that it'll hit more than one in a row. Ooh, almost unlocked an egg start. Or tack, rather. Woohoo! Faster shooting. So, down here is your rank, and obviously it's going up really quickly right now because we're in the beginning of ranks. Road spikes cost money, so they can be used if you want to save yourself from losing lives, or if you're playing in impoppable mode, you're only allowed 1 life, so these can be super helpful, but otherwise you're better off just buying towers. Alright, so let's put a couple more tacks over here, or just 1 since we don't have enough money. Our money's up here. And then our lives are down here. So we have 200 lives. We should not need 200 lives. Not on easy mode, in any case. Woohoo! So this is a very useful upgrade for the sniper monkey. We have not come across lead balloons yet, but as you can imagine, they're balloons covered in metal, so a regular dart is not going to pierce through metal. I'm getting a lot of text messages. I don't know if you could hear that notification tone or not. Um, I think it's probably because my husband is about to get off work. So I don't really care about the 4 layers of balloon, but being able to pop lead is very important. So we're going to go ahead and get that as soon as we can. We do not quite have 300 yet, so we need to pop 7 more balloons. Ta-da! So now that we have that set up, we're going to change this down here to, instead of shooting at the first balloon on this track, we're going to set it to strong. That way it will hopefully hit those lead balloons when they come onto the screen. There are some balloons that are stronger than lead, and so sometimes that gets frustrating. But by the time you get to that point in the rounds, usually you have something else that can shoot leads. For example, that ninja monkey, one of its higher level upgrades, it'll throw bombs at the balloons. And so obviously bombs can shoot through leads. This bomb tower is very useful for that. Ooh, yes, we need to be able to detect camo. That should be coming up here the next couple of rounds. So camo balloons, they used to be able to be popped. Just the first layer was camo, once upon a time in Bloons Tower Defense history. But now all of the layers are camo, so you have to pop everything, not just the first layer. Unless, of course, you have one of the towers that removes camo. But we are nowhere near that rank. So. Oh no! Regrowth. So, these basically regrow balloons just encourage you to actually pop balloons quickly instead of having just one tower here and then one over here to finish it off. Because if I were to leave it, it popped just one layer here, it would regrow its level by the time it got to there. Ice towers. Ice towers are a little more complicated because like the lead balloons, frozen balloons can't be popped by regular tacks. So if you don't have something next to the ice tower that can pop frozen things, then it's just frozen and it's just delaying the inevitable. And it gets frustrating. Yes. Also, yeah, white and black. Unless you are only using something that has bombs or only using ice, you are usually okay with those. But as long as you have something that has a regular attack, you're usually pretty okay. Camo balloons! Luckily, we already have something that hits camo. Those lovely dart monkeys. Oh, we almost have that sniper monkey upgraded. I like glue gunners. It says here it slows a single balloon, but it has an upgrade that will shoot like a spray of glue, and so you can slow down whole paths without having the trouble that the ice tower does of not being able to be popped by regular towers. So I've obviously been speeding up the rounds just so that we're not here all day watching the balloons come across the screen. So we want to get through these first few ranks quickly so we can use whichever tower we want. Alright, so our first lead. So, because we planned ahead and got this lovely sniper monkey with the a full metal jacket on it, we don't really have to worry about this unless we have a whole bunch that come at the same time and get through faster than he can pop them. Woohoo! Rank 10! I have never been successful with an exploding pineapple. I found it's easier and better just to have a tower that can pop balloons. Because they have a 3-second timer on them, it tends to require a lot more timing than I necessarily have. So, as you can see, that's where the leads are going through a little bit faster than our little sniper can do before our other guys can get to them. So let's go ahead and get another sniper over here. Ah! Okay, now. It doesn't really matter. We're not going to be playing to full capacity here, since we're just doing the basics. So we shouldn't run out of space for towers. There have been times where this whole screen will be covered with towers, and then you just kind of sit there and wait for either your computer to crash because it's running so much activity, or for you to just have the balloons go through, because at some point they can't keep up anymore. Aha! Another upgrade for these guys. Since we don't have a whole lot to buy at the moment, we have a lot of money. Alright, so this is the first of the decisions we actually have to make on which leveling up we do. Normally with the tack shooters I go to this left side track, because the next level shoots out flame instead of tack, so it can get those lead balloons or frozen balloons, and so I really like that particular upgrade. This other side shoots out razor sharp blades, which I'm not really sure what the benefit of that is, other than it just doesn't miss as often, would be my assumption, but normally I don't use that side of the track because I like this side so much better. I forgot for a second why the tack shooters would be upgrading faster than my dart monkeys, but that's because I have 3 of them instead of the 2 dart monkeys. Oh no! We've lost lives. Yep, so now our sniper monkey can actually shoot camo balloons, which would have been super helpful on that last level. So we're gonna go ahead and buy that for both of our sniper monkeys there, just to make sure that doesn't happen again. So normally I try not to let this much go through, especially on the lower levels, but because we are doing this first level of things and we don't have everything unlocked, I can't use the towers that I would normally use on each level. Alright, so this is obviously a catapult, so as you can see it goes down the line, which is why those dart monkeys we set up earlier are directly along the line. So it's just another upgrade that does more of the balloons, but we don't have money at the moment. Ceramic balloons. Okay. So ceramic balloons can be a pain. One of the best things you can do with those is to have those glue gunners, because it slows them down. And one of the upgrades for the balloon gunner is, or the glue gunner over here, is to be able to pop balloons as they go. So we're going to go ahead and buy that since, you know, it's obviously one of my favorite towers. Go ahead and get that so that it starts unlocking. Ah, Super Monkey. Super Monkeys cost a lot, but they are much more useful in the higher levels of the game once you have a lot of money and not a whole lot of space for things. They also do really well on these lines. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and undo the speed up feature so we can kind of see how fast some of these balloons go. So, obviously the reds are the slowest, they're the first level of balloon. So down here, this RBE is red balloon equivalent. So it tells you on the level how many, if you were to convert everything for one layer of each balloon to be one red balloon, then that last level would have had 564 red balloons. So. Oh no! Let's see, we got more of those ceramics now. Okay. I don't normally use catapult monkeys, these spikapults. Normally I use this one. Even though the upgrade after that I don't normally buy in regular gameplay. So once that's unlocked, I might sell those and redo those. Because the problem with this catapult here is that if it's not shooting on that line, it tends to miss a lot. So we'll leave that guy there because that's, you know, the longest line you're ever gonna get. So, but we are gonna sell this one because they have been getting past him. Okay, I lied. We're gonna use this super monkey right here, just so you can see how much more effective it is. But it's super fast. Obviously, why it's called a super monkey. So, versus our regular little dark monkey over there. So, our little monkeys are right-handed. The super monkey starts out with just throwing darts super fast, but he gets upgrades that give him laser vision or plasma vision, or at some point there is a woohoo! Glue gunner soaks through all layers of balloons. Sorry. Distracted squirrel. So, and then you can get range. But further down his upgrade path, it allows you to create a temple, which when you upgrade to the temple, it eats all of the towers that are around it in its range. So it it's important to plan appropriately when you are going for that level of upgrade. There we go. So now we have laser vision. Like Superman. So we are almost done. Regular easy level has 50 rounds, and so we're going a little bit slower because I'm trying to upgrade you guys, or not upgrade, but update. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Alright, so here is the decision with Sniper Monkey. You can do very strong balloons, or you can go really fast. So we're going to do one, the one that's set to strong already, to do strong balloons. Once we get to rank 23, it'll allow us to do those Moab class balloons, so the zeppelins and whatnot. It'll pause them on the screen. And then this one, we will do the semi-automatic. Its next level drops cash. So we have not upgraded anything to a level that has an ability yet. Usually the abilities are the last level of upgrade. Not sure that there's one that isn't that way. And there might be. I am having trouble remembering any at the moment. But abilities are timed, so you work them down here. Alright, so we completed round 50 on easy mode of that map. Obviously we did not do it without losing lives, because I was not focused on doing that this time around. Next time I will be a little more careful with my lives. So once you get to this little completion screen, you can get a medal for completing a map for the first time on a level. So since we did it on easy, we got a bronze medal. If you do medium, it gives you silver. If you do hard, it gives you a gold medal. If you do impoppable, I think it's a platinum medal. I don't really remember. It's a medal for completing impoppable. It would give you our money, so we could do things like get land, and then 1 token for those special things in the lab that we saw earlier. Now, if you are done with your map, like we are, go up here to the X and go back to the main menu. If you wanted to, which can be very useful, you can click on free play here, and it will just let you continue through the rounds with your current setup and see just how far you can go before the balloons win and get through your defenses. So we're not going to do that right now. If you get to or past level 100, I think you have to complete level 100, not just get to it, you would get an extra token. So that could be a good way to get extra tokens when you are trying to get those upgrades. Alright, so we've unlocked a few more maps here. Just as we go, we'll get a whole lot more of that type stuff. So, here you can see your maps, how far you've progressed through the different levels, or how many medals from each level of map that you have completed. Obviously, we only have the one bronze medal at the moment. And then up here... Oh, yes, I've never actually completed the Masteries because that is a newer level to the game, and I tend to play to relax, so I don't necessarily get quite that far. Alright, I don't think we need to pop a lot more balloons to open this. I will do that and open that in my next video of this so that you can see the surprise without actually having to do it. Alright, so the only one we're probably going to be able to do before the 4 hours are up is this hardened. So we'll get this special agent in one of these Rookie Apprentice towers. But I don't think either of these will be able to be completed on this profile today. So that is just a basic introduction to one of my favorite games of all time. And so if you want to try it out, you can go try it out. Just type in Ninja Kiwi Bloons Tower Defense 5 in your browser. You can try out the demo online. And then if you like it, you can buy it on Steam. Have a great day.